let's make lemonade. Okay. Let's go to work.
That's the signal. Go, 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 go. It's beautiful. Mother Nature just pissed her pants, dude.
Wake up and hit the ground running. It's The Rush, presented by Willis Auto, with Travis Justice and Ross Peterson bringing you raw, unfiltered, and unapologetic talk about sports, life, and everything else that matters. No filtered, no fluff, just The Rush.
Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive. And a reminder that Willis Automotive is hiring sales and leasing consultants across all their brands. At Willis, you have a unique opportunity to cross-sell across a wide lineup. If you're looking to grow your career and work with multiple brands, this is your chance. Check them out at willisauto.com. If you're listening on the audio stream at therushladio.com, the Rush Radio Android app, or the TuneIn app, thank you so much. Watching on YouTube this morning, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Give this video a like. Leave your comments in the comments section. You can always call the show at 515-517-2303 and follow us on social media. So what was it last night, Ross Peterson? Did you go to Chicago? Did you go to Minneapolis?
What spontaneous trips popped up?
Let's hop on an Allegiant flight to Denver. What'd you do last night?
I ended up in, have you ever heard of Altoona, Iowa?
Wow,
exotic
metropolis.
Town. Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken, there's an amusement. Altoona to me is known for three things. Three things.
Okay.
Adventureland.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Prairie Meadows.
1 and 2. What's 3?
And a shitload
Lions
of data
Park?
centers. A shitload of data centers. Looked at, I'm heading east. I look over there. Oh, we could just take out Facebook in one swap.
Yeah, there's the Facebook stuff, and then Amazon has a center out in that area as well. I'm not sure if it's technically Altoona. Bass Pro Shops, Alan says that Bass Pro doesn't do it for you.
I'm a Cabela's guy. I'm more loyal to a Cabela's.
They're the same. They're the same thing.
I know. Because Bass Pro bought them out. I get it.
What? I'm a Cabela's guy?
Yeah, I'm such an outdoorsman that you know that I really can't. I'm just being a contrarian here and taking the opposite.
Bass Pro's, have you ever been to like a big Bass Pro, the one down in Springfield?
I've been to the Springfield. The first time I ever went to Bass Pro, I was with John Walters, actually. This is back... God, this would have been early 90s. I was producing the Rudy Washington show for KCCI. So, I was going to Grandview. I'd hop flights in the middle of the night or in the middle of the day. We'd fly places. I remember I was with Orr Salmon and John Walters because John was doing play-by-play for Drake. And it was like going to the candy store. You went to Bass Pro. The Bass Pro in Memphis, Ross, is really incredible. They took the old arena. Remember the pyramid?
I think I've heard about this.
That's a Bass Pro now.
I've heard about that. Somebody, when we were talking about Carver one day, and some guys in the chat were having a conversation, and I was kind of reading that while we were talking. And one of the guys said that. One of the guys said there was another arena built just like Carver Hawkeye Arena in Memphis, and they turned it into a Bass Pro Shop. It's like an upside down Bass Pro Shop.
It is, because they used to play basketball there, and you pull into Memphis, which you don't want to stay in Memphis. You just keep going through Memphis. You go, oh, this is Memphis. Let's get the hell out of the city. Kind of dangerous. It's not good.
Graceland near Memphis?
Yeah, and Graceland's in a shit part of town.
So Graceland's in a shitty part of a shitty town?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Now, I believe the National Guard showed up and has helped out a lot, but the crime in Memphis is not great. But outside of downtown, you see the pyramid. You think you're in Egypt. You're like, what's one of the great pyramids doing here? Then you go, oh, that's where the Grizzlies originally played. But they built a new arena, and they go, what do you do with this arena? In some towns they'll tear it down for redevelopment. They go, no, let's repurpose. Let's be sustainable here, and let's make it a Bass Pro Shop.
Wonder what the fish tank looks like.
See, I go to a Cabela's, I go to a Bass Pro Shop, and it's at that point I wish I was a man because I go, this stuff looks cool, but I can't pull it off. It's not me.
Don't feel bad, dude. You're not alone. Okay? You're not alone. I do the same thing. I haven't camped in a long, long time. I go to the camping area and I sit there like a little boy that can't get candy. Like kicking the ground a little bit. What's wrong? It's camping stuff I can't buy. I wouldn't use it.
Well, you were wearing a fishing shirt the other day.
Yeah.
You're wearing one now too. I can't tell if that's a fishing shirt or not. And here's my problem. Like when if I go someplace, I see Carhartt. I know what Carhartt is, right? But you go into these places that sell the stuff, and I've never heard of the gear, and I'm like, I'm paying $110 for a shirt called Sims? No way. I've never heard of Sims.
Yeah. 110 for Sims? You got it on sale.
See, then I look at Anjanette and I go, is this ever going to end up in TJ Maxx or Marshall's? Because, I'll wait for it to get there.
TJ Maxx is like the Netflix of stores now. It's like, I'm wait till it's streaming.
That's kind of what it is. Or Anjanette's found this new place called half off, half off, half off. And
half off. That's like 1/8 the price.
Yeah.
Wow.
But the problem, it's not as nice as TJ Maxx. It's not even close to being as nice as TJ Maxx.
Do you guys have Five Below?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That's a typical strip mall.
But it's
store.
better than. But it's like. But there's levels to this shit, right?
Yeah.
There's Dollar Tree and Dollar General. Garbage.
True. Now, let me defend Dollar General a little bit.
Really?
And I understand why people don't like Dollar Generals. Totally get it. But if you're in a small town, it kind of acts as your grocery store and your, like Abigail in Water Valley, they have $2 Generals. And it's either to go get milk and some eggs, or they have to drive like 40.
There's a good Dollar General and a bad Dollar General.
Or they'd have to drive like 40 miles to get, milk and eggs. So it serves a purpose. I get why people don't like them. I think Dollar General is a higher level than Dollar Tree.
I think so, but I can never remember which is which. But then Five Below's like right, you know what I mean? Right above them.
I mean, to me, TJ Maxx is a department store. TJ Maxx is no different than JCPenney in my book.
Well, you're right.
Marshall's same way. Half off.
J.C. Penney. I haven't been a J.C. Penney, but that's like Richmond Gordman.
Oh wow, that's going back in time.
I haven't been to a J.C. Penney in a long time. I thought they were like Sears.
Well, Sears at least had the Craftsman tools. You could go to Sears when it was open and get yourself a lawnmower. You could get yourself a wrench.
It was like the first Walmart. Like you could get everything at a Sears. You could get a suit and a lawnmower.
Yeah. Now you couldn't get lumber at the Sears. But boy, my fondest memories were the Sears catalog.
We've talked about that. Look at you. Look, your entire demeanor. Your entire demeanor just changed. Your entire I don't even know what it was. It was your eyes. Something changed there. You thought about the JCPenney catalog?
No, the Sears catalog. There was a difference. There was a difference. Quality was different. It was different in the lingerie section.
Then whenever we've talked about this, I have to tell you that I remember the catalog getting delivered to the house for Friedrichs of Hollywood. You know what that was?
Well, that's the total lingerie, right?
Yeah, it's a lingerie catalog.
Did you guys have did Valley West ever have a Friedrich store?
I don't know. Had a DV8. Ray remembers DV8.
What's DV? I had to
That's
put it
all
together.
I had to say. That's all I had to say, wasn't it?
It just took me a little bit.
If you wanted a Grateful Dead shirt in 1992 in Des Moines, Iowa, you went to DV8.
Was that kind of like did you guys ever have a Spencer's? A Spencer's Gifts?
Yeah, this was like DV8 was like a cool Spencer's. Spencer's was like the gothy Halloween. You know what I mean? Spencer's was always for the weirdos.
I mean, the first time I ever saw a probe that had batteries in it that, vibrated when it turned on was at Spencer's. You're holding back.
Called it a probe.
By the way, if you're watching on YouTube, Ross is taking a drink of poop right now. He finds it to be of health benefits.
Shut the fuck up. I'm taking a drink of poop.
He powdered poop and is drinking it.
I got for my birthday some mushroom coffee. Free
It's
advertisement.
Poop. I've had that. I've had that.
Free advertisement for this product that Travis is going to shit all over for the next
poop. That is poop. All they do is they have a field of dogs that shit all over the place. They let the mushrooms grow out of said shit. They pick mushrooms, dry them, powder them, sprinkle it with coffee dust, and put it in a friggin' bag. And that, you know how much that bag is? It's $40.
That's the story they have right here on the back of the bag. That's unbelievable. That's exactly what it... Shitting, yeah, dogs in the field. You dick. Ingredients are organic instant coffee, organic Rise Super 6, which is a trademark, mushroom blend.
Yeah.
Sorticeps, Rishi,
Lion's Mane,
King Trumpet Shit Take.
Shiitake.
You don't have any King Trumpet Shit Take in you, do you?
No, I don't.
Turkey Tail Lion's Mane, organic prebiotic blend of acai fiber, inulin fiber, and tapioca fiber. This shit's got tapioca fiber in it. You're bad mouthing it.
Hey,
you know how hard tapioca
and when you
fiber
combine
is
it all together, it's poop.
That's a funny thing. Those are the same ingredients of dog shit.
I love you. I love Courtney. I do. Love her. Great woman. That may be the worst Christmas or birthday gift ever given.
What?
Come on. The first time you took a drink of that, you were like...
It came with a creamer. Okay?
Yeah, yeah.
Now, here was the weird thing about it. Creamer's in this tiny little pouch, okay?
Yeah.
And the coffee's in this great big pouch.
Yeah. And that's like $50 right there.
And when you look at it, it says use 2 tablespoons of the creamer and 1 tablespoon of the coffee.
So it doesn't take as much, taste like poop.
Really cuts down that poopy flavor when you add in the...
You're being kind. You're a good man.
I've been drinking it.
And as soon as are you going to reorder? Are you on the monthly shipment?
Right now, I would not reorder. 2 days in, I would not reorder.
Okay.
But it's one, like you always say about the show. Hey, we might not be for you the first day. Give us 2 weeks.
Oh, I gave that 2 weeks. I gave it a month.
Did you really?
Yeah, and I said, don't order this again. Do not.
Yeah,
Just
she
saying.
did send me a website of how to make your Rise mushroom coffee taste good. So many people have bought it and then gone back to the internet and been like, "Hey, what? How do I make this taste decent?"
And then And then if you really dive into that, it's you've just made it less healthier than what the whole point of the Rise coffee is.
Stop it! I'm just. Will you let me enjoy my mud?
Let me be a better man.
Let me try.
I've let you try. I've let you try. Just saying, I've let you try.
I think it's. Listen, I'm down with it. I have felt more mentally sharper.
Sure, you have. Mm-hmm.
Why you say
take
like
an
that?
Adderall? You'll feel
I'm
sharp.
not, dude. I've done no. I didn't like that.
Team USA got beat last night in soccer.
Bullshit is what it is. It was bullshit.
They got beat by Turkey, and Ross is inflamed this morning because apparently, according to Ross, the guy who kicked the winning goal was offside.
He was. Just look back on it. Watch the video. You can see because they mowed those fancy lines parallel to the or 90 degrees to the sidelines, parallel to the goal, so you can see. Now, when the pass comes in, so offsides is weird in soccer because the line moves with the back, the defender that is closest to the goal. The line moves with that defender. So when another defender goes back, the line goes back with that guy. Whoever the furthest back defender is, that's where the line is. An offensive player cannot be on the goal side of the line when a pass is when the pass to score is drawn in. In fact, when any pass is hit, they're not supposed to be in this offsides area when that happens. And when the pass is sent in, and the pass gets sent into the far side of the goal, then gets passed across and knocked in. The guy who scores the goal is the one that's offsides. As the pass comes in, it goes again across the goal to a different player from Turkey who passes it across. Didn't get called. Again, doesn't matter. It's game is over. U.S. goes on. Turkey gets their first win ever.
Look at that. You're getting a compliment from Tyler. Says that is a solid explanation.
Thank you.
Was it? Because I didn't understand a damn word he said. Didn't understand a damn word he said.
What? I really thought I'd done well there.
You did.
Thank you, Tyler.
You came off intelligent. You came off, you explained it. But it went. I mean, this was like an ice skating rink. That puck just kept going. It's icing at the end, dude. That's another thing I don't understand. I don't understand icing in hockey. But when it comes to offsides in hockey, at least I know the lines. Not the line moves with a player. There's lines.
Yeah.
It's fairly. Oh, he was ahead of the blue line. That's offsides. I understand that.
Yeah.
Well, if the player is on the replay 2 inches in front of the ball, it's offsides. That makes zero sense to me. And by the way, for the people who are accepting the loss last night, and this is me being an American. This is me being a football fan. This is me being a basketball fan. If you go, well, the game didn't matter anyway. Game didn't matter. We're on to the knockout round. What kind of shit is that?
Losers.
You play to win the game. You play to win the game.
True.
I'm watching stuff this morning. All the soccer experts. What? It doesn't matter. I mean, the 9 guys they had out there, they may not play in the World Cup again this year. So what I hear you saying is there's no depth. Your depth chart blows. I know I'm being a little hard,
and I'm okay with them having sharpening the sword for the next round. I'm okay with it. It doesn't bother me. I'm a loser.
You're not a
loser,
loser.
baby.
You're not a loser.
Remember that Beck song, Loser? It was just
I'm a
bunch of
loser,
nonsense.
baby.
Yeah.
Is it Why Don't You Kill Me?
Yeah. Forces of evil in a bozo nightmare. Just nonsense. Total nonsense. I don't know if the song meant anything. I'm sure that there's some deeper, oh my God, you don't know what he meant by that?
There was probably some underlying hidden meaning, right?
I don't remember what it was. Beck was a weird cat. Is.
I'm going to see a weird concert tonight. I'm anxious for it.
What are you going to see?
I'm going to see Cake.
Oh, no way. Where
Yeah.
at?
They're doing a free show in Omaha.
What?
Yeah. So remember last year when I showed you the big amphitheater we're sitting in? It's the annual free concert. And Cake's the opener.
Cake's the opener?
Cake's the opener. I want to ask you, and by the way, if anybody wants to make the trip to Omaha, free show, Memorial Park, Cake, there'll be about 60, 70,000 people there.
Dude, I told the boys that we would run. I think that my friends and I are getting together tonight. If that wasn't happening, I would be over. That's going to be a fun show.
Who do you think
Okay,
Cake is opening for?
I like this.
You'll never get it.
Oh, it's a total veer?
I think it's a total veer.
Okay. What would be a total veer from Cake? Like kind of 90s funk rock. And then, so maybe, is it a country act? Shania Twain. Who's the opening for?
Opening for Cake tonight at Memorial Park in Omaha. Or Cake is opening for Smokey Robinson.
What? What?
You go from Cake
What?
going the distance. Perhaps. And then Smokey comes on.
What?
Yeah. You got two different crowds that are just forming. Two completely different crowds. Smokey's got to be like 90, right?
Dude, that's a good question. He's got to be way up there. What, dude? Smokey Robinson. Help me out. Tell me out with a Smokey Robinson song. All I can think of is Smokey Robinson is 86 years old. Wow.
He's had some plastic surgery.
Yeah, that's the first thing that I popped up to. I was like, whoa. That dude looks like a doll.
Smokey Robinson and the Miracles.
Smokey Robinson songs.
Was
Cruising? Is that Cruising on a Sunday afternoon?
Did he sing My Girl?
No.
Okay.
Tracks of My Tears? Tears of a Clown? Are all of his songs about crying?
Must be.
Dude,
I don't know.
I second that emotion.
I second that emotion.
You got it right. That's it.
I know more Cake songs than I know Smokey Robinson songs. I'm actually anxious to sing Cake.
That is going to be a fun show. I saw Beck in concert one time. What I remember of it, it was amazing.
Were you hammered?
Something.
Were you on mushrooms?
Going the distance, short skirt, long jacket. They'll do
Perhaps,
I Will Survive.
Perhaps, yes.
Never There. That's going to be a great show. I saw...
I'll send you some video.
Yeah. See, I thought maybe if it were in that vein, you know who is in the vein of Cake? Have you ever seen the Flaming Lips?
I have not. Weren't they just at like the Val Air?
They might have been. I wish I would have known that because, man, they do some funky stuff.
All right, when we come back, we're talking men's health. We're going to talk about mushroom coffee. Urology Center of Iowa is going to be joining us, and we're going to talk about whether or not Ross drinking mushroom coffee is really good for his men's health. It's Men's Health Month.
It says right on here, I'm drinking lion's mane. Tell me that.
Okay.
I'm drinking lion's mane. Mane of a lion.
You're drinking snake oil. Hey, if you need a mortgage for your home, call Gary Presnall. He's a mortgage banker with Northwest Bank, financing residential homes the past 25 years. Gary offers VA, FHA, IFA first-time buyer loans and conventional new construction loans, and all approvals are done locally by Northwest Bank. He can get that loan pre-approved for you in 30 minutes or less. It can happen after hours and even on the weekends. Gary Presnall, the state of Iowa's top producing mortgage banker the past 8 years. Call him at 515-975-6767. It is the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
The Rush Radio is now on the free TuneIn app, allowing you to enjoy the show on Apple products and Android Auto. Download the free TuneIn app and search The Rush Radio to take Travis and Ross wherever you go.
With the Iowa Lottery's new Millionaire for Life game, you could win $1 million a year for life. That could make you a My Dream Job is No Job millionaire. A front row tickets to every show millionaire. A hire a personal glam squad for you and your bestie millionaire.
Yep, a little further.
Or just to never run out of your favorite pickles millionaire. With Millionaire for Life from the Iowa Lottery,
And these.
you can change your life for life. Play today.
When you work with a company like Mr. Electric that goes above and beyond and makes the customer their priority, that is just a real joy to encounter these days. It was a fairly complicated project and it was intimidating. They made it look so easy and they were very professional, very clean folks. They thoroughly explain what they're going to do. It's clear that they're experienced and that they know what they're doing. Having professionals out there that can do that for me, that gives me a lot of peace of mind.
When I'm meeting a new patient, I want them to feel comfortable knowing that odds are I've seen something like this before.
From the moment a patient steps into the room to the moment the patient leaves the office, I think they're going to get a great experience.
I think it feels good coming in and feeling like it's a community here and you get to be a part of that community and get to be taken care of by that community.
My goal is when they walk out of there to know that I'm fighting for them, I'm pulling for them.
Schedule an appointment at iowauro.com.
Keep your edge with Body Armor Sports Drink. Bold flavors, electrolytes, and hydration that goes the distance. Grab Body Armor before the grind, during the game, and after the win. Body Armor Sports Drink. Hydration that's real and better for you. Pick up Body Armor Sports Drink on your next grocery store run or convenience store trip.
My name is Gary Presnall, and I'm a residential home mortgage banker for Northwest Bank in Des Moines Metro Market. I've been financing people's homes for over 25 years, and I'm an expert in financing VA loans, FHA loans, IFA loans, and new construction homes. This is my cat, Norm. Norm knows basketball, but he doesn't know mortgage. And that's where I come in. There are a lot of Tom, Dick, and Norms out there doing loans. So don't just trust anyone with your home loan. I'm your local, trusted, experienced expert. Please call me. I would love to help you.
Call Gary at 515-975-6767 or find his profile at nw.bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
A brand new Cadillac Optic is the perfect accoutrement to all your summer adventures. And with 0.9% financing, it's a great deal. We also have up to $2,000 in conquest cash for qualified non-Cadillac owners towards a lease or purchase of our lineup of EVs. And even if more deals interest you, we have a CT5 Sport fresh out of our service loaner fleet with $7,500 off plus rebates. Stop into our showroom or visit us online at williscadillac.com.
Every business has priorities, and Priority One Heating and Cooling is no different. As a service provider, we prioritize quality air conditioners and furnaces that will keep your home at your comfort level year-round. As a small business, we prioritize doing things the right way and treating people fairly. As a truly local business, we prioritize our community. As a veteran-owned business, we prioritize duty and commitment. For big business service with local value, trust your home to the place where you are always Priority One.
Hi, it's Noel. If you're thinking about popping the question, start with a jeweler you can trust. At Fiscus Jewelers, we offer the largest inventory in Ankeny, featuring stunning engagement rings and rare and forever natural diamonds, pre-screened with advanced technology. If you don't see exactly what you're looking for, we'll custom design it together, and our CAD drawings are always free. And when it's time to say I do, don't forget the guys. We offer the largest selection of men's wedding bands around. Fiscus Jewelers, your jeweler for life.
I hope you're stretched, hydrated, and prepared for more nonsense because The Rush with Travis and Ross, presented by Willis Automotive, is back now.
It's time for the Iowa Lottery Weekly Woo-Hoo. This week's tickets and $90 prize pack includes bonus cash doubler, $100,000 riches, and the price is right. These scratch tickets are some of the awesome new second chance promotions. Don't forget, you got to be a VIP club member to enter your non-winning tickets. And if you're not a VIP, sign up for free today at ialottery.com/VIP. If you want to submit a weekly woohoo, go to therushladio.com, click on the promo tab, and just click woohoo and tell us what made you go woohoo. Or you can call the show at 515-517-2303. June is Men's Health Month. And, you know, we're getting to the end of June, so we've missed a lot of opportunity. But we thought we'd talk men's health, and since Ross is now, you know, drinking mushroom coffee for his health.
I thought since you just spent the last 30 minutes kicking me in the nuts, you thought it'd be a good time to bring on the
if I kick you in the nuts, you're going to have to go to Urology Center. And joining us now from Urology Center of Iowa, I'm going to see if I'm butchering your name. It's Dr. Ryan Dornbeer. Is that correct?
That is 100% correct.
Because yesterday I butchered it, and I think one of your clients got on here and said, "Hey,
yeah,
it's
I saw
beer.
That.
It's beer."
Beer like a beverage. That's what I always say.
Travis, what did you say yesterday? I don't remember you saying it that bad.
I think I said
buyer.
Yeah, I said buyer.
Okay.
Yeah,
Do you get that a lot?
I've gotten a lot of buyer. There's been berries. There's been a lot of people think I'm French, so it's a BA.
Oh.
R is silent.
What is it? What is Dornbeer? German? Yeah, B-I-E-R would be German.
Look at him. He's a poster German child. He could be playing for the German soccer team in the World Cup right now.
Everyone always thinks I'm Irish, not German.
Yeah, I don't see. But Travis has a better eye for this stuff than I do. Where are you from?
I'm from here. I'm from West Des Moines.
Okay, Valley Dowling.
Dowling.
Okay.
Of course,
he's a maroon. Yeah, he's a doctor. What was I thinking?
Did you know what you were getting into this morning? You were sitting there watching for 15 minutes. Were you like, "Oh shit, what do I get into?"
I've listened to you guys before, so I knew a little bit about what was going to happen here. But yeah, I'll be the first to admit when you started talking about mushrooms and stuff like that, I was like, okay, well, we can go that direction too.
All right, well, show him what you're drinking. So it's Men's Health Month, and Ross is trying to.
I had my birthday and Father's Day over the weekend, Doc. Okay, and I'm getting to be an old man.
Sure.
And I'm trying to do what I can to do the healthy thing, right? Yeah. And you know, TikTok is a great source for
a lot of information. Some that's easy to distill and some that's not.
So, I don't have the best gut health is a good way of saying I'm really gassy.
Sure. Okay.
My girlfriend, who loves me dearly, bought me this Rise mushroom coffee.
Rhizo mushroom coffee.
It's mushroom coffee. Okay. It has an interesting flavor.
Poop.
It smells like that too.
But I'm you can smell it from there? Oh my God.
I'm just guessing.
I'm going to talk like this from now on. But anyway, so I have no experience. I'm like 2 or 3 days into drinking this, but Travis did drink it for like a month, and he swears it's snake oil. I love that when we went to break, that's what he said. You're drinking snake oil.
How do you feel? You feel better 2 days?
And so was it placebo? Those first couple days as the show was ending, I was like, man, I really do feel more alert.
Okay.
So.
Or you could just been more awake and had adrenaline running through you after 2 hours of a show. Just a thought.
See, why you got to take his side on everything, Doc? Damn.
Doc, what made you want to get into men's health? Because I think people think, you know, and I think the men's health spectrum is being kind of clouded because you have some people who just focus on testosterone. You guys are a complete men's health. I mean, everything.
Yeah,
right?
everything from testosterone to erectile dysfunction to penile curvature. It's getting a little bit more popular. You see ads all the time, and so guys are coming in and going, "Hey, what's going on here?"
What is going on with that? That's becoming more common.
It's not becoming more common. We're just talking about it more.
Oh, okay. It's okay.
The
I always saw that in the movies.
Yeah, pharmaceutical companies are coming out and saying, "Hey, look at our drug," and they're advertising for it. So I got guys coming out and actually wanting to talk about it now, which is good. These are things that are stressful and lifestyle limiting and all that kind of stuff, and guys want to talk about it now. And so we see a lot of that, but a lot of it does end up being testosterone replacement and testosterone therapy. So it's a lot of it. Not a lot of mushroom questions, but
welcome to the rush.
Okay, I'm going to be 56, and I had this problem, and my doctor, cause I don't live in Des Moines, so my doctor gave me, I forget what he gave me, but I'm 56, I'm getting the dribble, right? You get done and you get the dribble.
Yeah.
And I didn't like the medicine they gave me because it caused a side effect on another aspect of something. So I just sit there and I'll shake it off for like 2 minutes after I'm done urinating.
Yeah.
Is that probably just the best thing to do? Or can you stop it without the other side effect of the pill they gave me?
So the pill that they gave you, my guess is what's called tamsulosin, which is a medication that helps kind of these urinary symptoms are probably prostate related. 50% of guys that over the age of 50 are going to start experiencing lower urinary tract symptoms related to that. And so the historical treatment for that has been start with medications first. Let's see what happens. Like you mentioned, medications have side effects. Sometimes it's lightheadedness. Sometimes it's guys complain about ED issues. Sometimes complain about other sexual issues related to taking that medication that are concerning, and so they don't want to take it. Anymore, we have a lot of procedures that are really safe and really effective that can take care of some of those symptoms. Pretty short procedures with pretty short recovery times. And so if you want to start with medications, that's great because sometimes it gives you a little bit of symptom relief. But then sometimes we switch over to doing some sort of procedure really quick to avoid some of those side effects.
So I'm 48, just behind Travis. Sure. What are some of these early signs that I should be looking for? Because I don't necessarily have that issue, but I mean, I've got,
most bothersome one guys are going to complain about is waking up at night to pee.
Okay.
Or being like, hey, I'm walking through the grocery store, or I'm driving down the street and I see a Casey's. I got to stop over real quick because I got to go to the bathroom immediately. Those are the biggest ones because those are the kind of ones that disrupt your lifestyle the most. Waking up at night, you're tired, you're foggy the next day because you've been peeing 4 times at night. Or some guys will complain about stream issues first. The dribbling is a common one. The amount of time it takes you. A lot of times it's your girlfriend or wife or significant others. Like he goes in the bathroom and he's in there for 10 minutes and you can't even hear him pee.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of things that I'll kind of start to demonstrate that from a urinary perspective.
What about and I hate for some of the sophomoric language we might use here for this, but
Sure.
what about the water pressure? When I was in high school, I had a buddy that he had a party trick. He could piss on top of the house.
Yeah.
Right. He was a Dowling kid, by the way.
Someone's got a Dowling thing. I feel like we should do that too. Hey, let's see who can get it going the furthest.
Whatever. East side, baby. And as you get older, that's obviously an impossibility. One of the things that I have noticed is that sometimes I'm peeing and the comment from the other guys, the movie with Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell, where he says, he's like, I hate you so much. When you pee in the urinal, it sounds feminine.
I forgot about that line. That's a good one.
And sometimes I'm peeing and I'm like, this sounds feminine.
Yeah. So delayed stream, you stand over the toilet for a long time and you feel like it's not coming out or it's taking a long time to start. The slow stream, sure, that's another one. Intermittency sometimes where you start and then all of a sudden it stops off real quick. those are all signs that you have some obstruction there, which is usually going to be your prostate. There are other things that can do it too, but those are less common. And the most common one for a guy is in your 50s or late 40s, early 50s, definitely into the 60s and 70s, is going to be that prostate getting big and becoming obstructive. So stream issues for sure.
Sure. Yeah, I don't have my dribbles post year. I don't have a problem taking it. Mine's when I go back to my office, I'm like, God, I got a big spot. Everybody's gonna see me.
I'm not wearing gray pants today, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Travis, you also had the issue at the hotel that you talked about on the air. I mean, when you couldn't get to the urinal in time.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've peed myself so many times.
It's just an issue, right, Doc? I mean, this is
not
normal.
like you need to come by.
I probably should.
Urinary symptoms broken down to kind of two areas. We call storage symptoms, meaning it's hard to keep the pee inside, and then voiding symptoms, meaning when you go to get it out, you have issues getting it out. Those storage symptoms are the urgency and frequency waking up at night. And that's because the bladder over time responds to the idea that it's got to push harder. It's got to squeeze more urgently to get the pee out. So all of a sudden you're going like urgently, more often, and waking up at night because the bladder's saying, I'm stronger now. I'm going to send a really strong signal to your brain that's harder for you to say no to because I really got to go. And that kind of develops with time.
Yeah.
I don't know. Here's what I've noticed. My frequency isn't, it may be a little bit more. I don't wake up at night and go to the restroom. But what I've noticed, when I was younger, you could hold it, right? You could hit it. I can't hold it like I used to. Is that, I mean, it's like I'll be doing the show and like, oh, I've got to get up and go. So we're going to take a break.
Yeah. So that's the bladder responding to the potentially the prostate being enlarged because your bladder, when your prostate's enlarged, it's got to push harder to get the urine out.
Oh.
And so the muscle in the bladder starts to get bigger. And a stronger bladder has more signal to your brain to tell you that you need to pee. It's a bigger muscle. Bladder is just a muscle that it's a balloon that squeezes out and pushes the urine out. And if it's got to push harder and squeeze harder, it builds muscle. It's like it's been lifting weights for probably 20 years at this point. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Strong bladder.
Feel like a man.
and so when you got really strong muscles,
I don't have triceps, but you should see my bladder.
Yeah, you should see my bladder. My bladder can squat 450.
Go ahead.
Yeah, because Mary just asked a really good question. What causes the prostate to get enlarged? What are some of the causes of this stuff that people could avoid if we have younger listeners?
It's age and it's genetics.
Okay.
You see it all the time when we ask a question in the office where guys coming in and he's 45. He's like, oh yeah, I remember my dad had pee issues all the time. And so you see certain guys, if your dad had a big prostate, you're probably gonna have a big prostate too.
Yeah.
So you should talk to your parents about, or talk to your dad about and say, hey, were you having urinary issues? You gotta, most guys will know if you're, close to your parents. They'll be like, yeah, dad's going to the bathroom all the time. On the golf course, dad's peeing all the time, all that kind of stuff. And so genetics is part of it, but then age, prostate do two things as we get older. They get cancer or they get bigger. And so it's just kind of part of the aging process sometimes.
It's funny because my dad is older now. He's going to be turning 80 in a few years. You wouldn't mind me saying that. But I remember as a kid when he was in his 30s and 40s, it was almost comical that it was well known in the house. When Dad went to the bathroom, you'd hear this. It was like Austin Powers.
Yeah.
It would like start and stop, start and stop, start and stop. Then I got older and I found out I would hear these commercials like if you have urinary issues, and that's a prostate. I was like, oh, Dad had prostate problems.
Yeah.
But now I know his medical history because I am one of his. I have to go and answer questions for the doctor, and he doesn't really have prostate issues.
In terms of size, or in terms of
I mean, just of all the other, maybe it's just so far down the list. I haven't read that far on the chart, to be honest with you.
I mean, when we talk about urinary symptoms too, it's not just prostate. I mean, the prostate gets blamed most of the time and as the primary cause most of the time. There are other things, especially in young guys. You start getting into what we call pelvic floor muscle dysfunction.
Somebody mentioned the pelvic floor.
I could go on about that for a long time, but basically, when you think about your muscles, sore muscles, you got a sore upper back at the end of the day, stressful day. Someone gives you a nice shoulder massages some knots out of the shoulders. It feels really good, releases that stress. Your pelvis is also a bowl of muscles that supports your pelvic organs, your bladder, your prostate, your rectum. And if those muscles are tight, it squeezes the bladder a little bit. And that squeezing of the bladder just makes it so the bladder can't fill and empty as efficiently. And so you get this idea that, you can't relax to get the pee out easily, or when the pee does start to come out, it comes out sporadically. So the pelvic floor is, even when I started training, we didn't talk about it as much as we do now, but we know it's a much more complicated component of your urinary system.
Again, I'm not trying to be sophomoric. Isn't that like the Kegel thing?
So that's where talk about muscle again, right?
Yeah.
Kegels are designed to strengthen your muscles, to strengthen your sphincter, but muscles actually get their strength from being dynamic, from being able to relax and then contract. Relax and then contract. Think about your bicep. You extend your bicep out all the way and you pull up, you get a lot more strength out of it than going from really tight to that, right?
Yeah.
The Kegels actually can hurt your pelvic floor because they get too tight. You're just squeezing your muscles all the time, but you want to learn how to relax your muscles.
Interesting.
And so I know guys all the time going like, or even gals sometimes, I've been doing Kegels every day for so long, and now my urinary symptoms are worsened. It's like, well, that's because you're tightening your pelvis and you want to relax it.
We are kind of sophomoric about this, but don't you think, especially for men,
me too,
it makes it easy.
Thanks,
no,
Doc.
but
it does make it easy.
In all seriousness, don't you think it makes it easier for men to talk about issues like this? Because my dad never talked about this. My grandpa never said. No. To me, I'm like, have fun with it because it's happening to you, so you might as well at least find some humor in it.
Yeah. I talk to people all the time and, friends. And when you say, hey, why'd you get into urology? I always go, you know what, as a urologist, it's hard to take yourself too seriously.
Yeah,
you're talking about things like this and, they're important. Don't get me wrong. But, they're sometimes uncomfortable. And so easing the tension by making it a joke, but, jokes often turn into serious conversations. So it's not inappropriate to be sophomoric. It just kind of lightens the mood because it is something that's stressful and you got to talk about it.
While we're in this vein and you're willing to do it, the curved penis thing, is that more of a genetic deal, or is that something that is that, because the first thing I thought of, like, is that because of the porn, I don't want to say influence, but the proclivity of porn now, or what?
No. So, penile curvature, also called Peyronie's disease, is
it's more common this way or this way?
Upwards, 75% upwards, 25% downwards. You can also get left and rights.
Okay. I was thinking left and right. I didn't realize it was. I didn't realize we were talking up and downs too.
Most common is up.
Okay.
It's a process of scar tissue formation. Okay. So there's a covering. The penis is made of two erectile bodies, two chambers. It's a double-barreled shotgun, and around that those erectile bodies is a really firm layer of tissue that when the blood flows in, it keeps it firm and tight. But when that area of tissue becomes scarred, usually in association with erectile dysfunction, because when you're a guy and you start to experience a little bit of ED, most guys can still have sex, right? Penis might be a little bit less rigid than it used to be, and therefore you're going to start to bend it in weird directions while you're having sex, and the tissue wants to protect itself, so it starts to scar, and that scarring causes curvature because you can't. The penis is elastic; it gets bigger and smaller based on the amount of blood flow that comes into it. But if you got an area,
Travis, most he means
most.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
present company excluded. If you can't expand that tissue, then it curves in the direction of that scar tissue.
I was thinking about this the other day, and it is one of those weird things. And you're going to think I'm totally whacked, but
probably not.
I'm going to be 56.
Yeah,
and it actually crossed my mind, like, how many more years do I have left to have sex and like ejaculate? I mean, like when I hit 75, am I done? If I hit 80? I mean, have you had an 80-year-old come in and go, hey, I pounded one out last night? I'm just curious.
You might be lucky to get to 60, but we'll cross that. No,
mean.
I tell guys, you absolutely can have sex. I mean, you can be having sex till the day you die.
That's all I needed to know.
And if it becomes a problem of, getting it up or keeping it up, there are options to help with that.
Yeah. My dad had a buddy that was a bricklayer, and he was open and talking about it. I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna do it that way. I'm gonna take that path.
Yeah.
Will you take a question from a listener?
Sure.
Oh boy.
Scientifically, why do I always have to pee post coitus?
Ooh. Your orgasm is a rhythmic contraction of those pelvic muscles that we talked about. And if you're having sex with a full bladder and all of a sudden those muscles that are relaxed tighten, squeeze your muscles, squeeze your sphincter, and squeeze your bladder, and all of a sudden your bladder pressures go through the roof and your bladder sends a signal to your spinal cord, says, hey, you got to pee. And so that rhythmic contraction squeezes the bladder a little bit. You get done and you're like, I think I need to pee. And you go.
Yeah, because it's easily hold on, I got to go take a leak.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I imagine Doc in one of those gosh, can't think of his name now, but like one of those skits where the girl's like, I'm having an orgasm, and he's like, those are rhythmic contractions within your
It's one way to set the mood. Hey honey, you want to rhythmically contract?
You want to do some rhythmic contractions? This
Doc,
has been
this
really
has been great.
educational.
Will you come back on
Thank
with
you
us?
so much, Doc.
Yeah,
cool.
And
Because we're gonna have issues as these next
Yeah.
couple of years roll at us. We're obviously gonna have some things thrown at us.
Yeah. There's going to be some times.
Good stuff.
Well, we
it is
appreciate it.
Men's
Yeah.
Health Month. If people
Men's
want,
Health Month, definitely.
Yeah, so if you have something going wrong or if you don't feel right, call Urology Center of Iowa. Ask for Dr. Dornbeer because, I mean, you got to know him today and you're going to be like, man, I want to hang out with this dude.
Yeah, that's one of my biggest things is
Dornberry, Dornbeer,
Dornbeer,
Dornbeer.
Yeah.
Dornbeer.
It's very French. It sounds like a donut.
And it's actually Dornbeer.
Yeah. You bet.
All right, Doc. Have a good weekend. We'll be in touch. This was great stuff. I want to have you back on again. It'd be awesome.
Sounds good. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Good stuff. He's our type of guy.
That's our type of guy. That's the right attitude to be able to talk about that, Travis. I think
Keith Mandillo is joining us next, and he's listening, going, "What am I walking into?
What happened?
What the hell am I getting into?"
Did I get the right link?
This wasn't the guys I talked to last month. They're completely different. Oh man, good stuff.
Travis, that's the right attitude to have. I've never had a conversation with a doctor about those things. That was in that tone, in that way.
Yeah.
That was great. I really
That's the way I want my doctor to be. I mentioned Keith Mandillo. He's our NCAA expert. He's just an overall cool dude. He's from Philly. And he's joining us next on the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
The Rush Radio is now on the free TuneIn app, allowing you to enjoy the show on Apple products and Android Auto. Download the free TuneIn app and search The Rush Radio to take Travis and Ross wherever you go.
With the Iowa Lottery's new Millionaire for Life game, you could win $1 million a year for life. That could make you a My Dream Job is No Job millionaire. A front row tickets to every show millionaire. A hire a personal glam squad for you and your bestie millionaire.
Yep, a little further.
Or just to never run out of your favorite pickles millionaire. With Millionaire for Life from the Iowa Lottery,
And these.
you could change your life for life. Play today.
At Iowa Floor Covering, we believe great floors start with great service. Whether you're looking for a plush carpet, durable LVP, timeless hardwood, stylish laminate, or beautiful tile, including custom tile showers, we'll help you find the perfect fit. No pressure, no pushy sales tactics, just honest guidance from a team that listens. DIY Weekend Warrior, we've got the products and advice to set you up for success. Iowa Floor Covering, floors you'll love from people you can trust.
There are a lot of reasons to want a self-driving mower from Iowa Mobotics.
Being automated gives me more time to do my hobbies.
I travel so much for work that I don't have time to take care of the lawn, but I still care about how it looks.
And I'm just lazy. Gives me time to work in the wood shop instead of spending it on the mower.
It works in my schedule.
And I just really hate doing it.
No matter your reason, with Iowa Mobotics, spend less time mowing, more time living.
Summer savings are on at Willis Chevrolet of Granger. Get a new 2026 Silverado 1500 with 0% financing for up to 60 months. Drive a new 2026 Trax for 2.9% financing for 48 months, or lease for just $309 a month. Need more space? Get a new Equinox with 3.9% financing for 60 months, or lease for only $279. Plus, shop a large inventory of Car Bravo pre-owned vehicles with options to fit every budget. Great savings to start your summer off right at Willis Chevy in Granger or online at willischevy.com.
The best bread is made from scratch, freshly baked with locally sourced ingredients and love. At Big Sky Bread, we take great pride in our delicious products. We know you'll enjoy them almost as much as we enjoy baking them. Try our newly rebranded granola. Specially handmade, our amazing granola makes for a delightful treat. You can order online, purchase at local grocery retailers, or find us at the downtown Des Moines Farmers Market every Saturday. We look forward to serving.
The following advertisement is for people who like to save money.
Do you or a loved one suffer from chronic overspending, getting less but paying more? Then you may have a case of big HVAC. Now is the time to try Priority One. We set our own prices, which means you pay for what you need, not for anything else. And if you need a heating service or a new furnace, now is the time to try Priority One.
Side effects of Priority One include increased happiness, extra peace of mind, and bonus cash for whatever you want. Please use responsibly.
Start spreading the news, cause it's time to buy booze, and there's only one place to be. You can see all your friends, the good times never end unless you're just loitering. It's Central City, we can make your dreams come true. No guarantee your dreams will come true. Central City, all this booze is waiting for you. Look at all this booze.
Game on, keep your edge with Body Armor Sports Drink. Bold flavors, electrolytes, and hydration that goes the distance. Grab Body Armor before the grind, during the game, and after the win. Body Armor Sports Drink. Hydration that's real and better for you. Pick up Body Armor Sports Drink on your next grocery store run or convenience store trip.
The Rush, presented by Willis Automotive, is back because apparently Travis and Ross have even more to say.
Hour number 2 of the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive and Willis Cadillac. Explore their lineup of all-electric crossovers and sporty luxury sedans. And if you're interested in an Escalade, contact Willis today to learn more about ordering yours at willisauto.com. If you're listening on the audio stream at therushradio.com, the Rush Radio Android app, or the TuneIn app, thank you so much. Watching on YouTube this morning, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Give this video a like. Leave your comments in the comments section. Call the show at 515-517-2303. And, of course, follow us on our social media channels. You know, Ross, we've talked to a lot of people on this show. Our next guest is going to be one of those guys that we remember when, because he's blowing up. I mean,
Is
he's
good. I'm glad to hear that.
Because he's smart, he's articulate,
Dude,
he lays things out.
Guy,
I mean, sooner or later, he's gonna. When I write Keith, he's gonna be like, "Man, I don't have time for you guys anymore."
That's gonna happen pretty soon. This is what I thought you were gonna say. Of all the guests that we've had on, Keith, you've got to be the one or one of the top ones where after we have you on, people are referencing your show. When you talk about things, we'll have guys in the comments that say, "Hey, did you see Mondillo last night talk about this issue that you guys are bringing up, or did you hear his take on this?" Or we get people constantly that thank us for introducing us to you. So thank you for joining us again today.
My pleasure. First of all, I have to pay you guys for saying all those nice things about me.
Yeah.
My wife is over here in the other room laughing.
Laughing.
But I appreciate it. Hey, I'm a Philly guy. I'm articulate, but not in Philadelphia. And again, once I got my Eagles mug, my Phillies are doing well. They've won 3 games in the bottom of the top of the 9th. So everything's well out here in Philly. How about you guys?
It's good. The weather's actually been good for us. It's not been blazing hot yet. You got the World Cup going on in Philly. Are you going to any soccer? We're not soccer guys, so are you a soccer guy?
I'm not either. No. But it's good for the city. It's good for the country. There's thousands and thousands of people down our center city, and see all our stadiums in Philadelphia are in the south part of the city. It's in South Philadelphia. So where the Eagles play, where the Phillies play, and the Flyers and Sixers, they all share parking lots. So when there's a World Cup game, the Phillies can't play. The Phillies been away for the last couple of weeks right now.
I didn't realize they had to.
I do have an Iowa-related question for you because you'll have a better pulse on it. How's our buddy Nick Nurse doing in Philly? Is he on the hot seat?
No, not really. No, I mean, when your best player, the 7-foot Joel Embiid, plays less than half the games, and I'm your backup center, what expectations do you have as a head coach? So no, he put it to you this way. Right now, we're a couple weeks away from training camp. We just had OTAs. They're talking Eagles, Phillies. The Sixers are the last on the list. The Flyers are ahead of the Sixers right now.
Wow.
And that helps Nick a lot.
Oh, yeah. Well, and no, I think everybody, not that Nick's gotten a pass in Philly, but everybody knows that Nick Nurse is a decent coach, that he's, I mean, he went a good portion of this season. He went like a small, he didn't have one starter. I think he had maybe one. So, I mean, what are you going to do? But hey,
go ahead.
No, but there's really nothing else going on in the NCAA. Yeah, right. I mean, it's been a really boring couple of weeks.
Well, the last couple of weeks we've had every AD on from the major institutions in the state of Iowa, right? So we had Northern Iowa, Drake, Iowa State, Iowa on. And this last week is when 5 for 5 passed, and you had a video out the other day. And we asked Jamie Pollard on Wednesday, okay, I see it, I get it, and I kind of support it, but I said, what are the unintended consequences? And that's when I thought of you. I go, I want to know what the unintended consequences of the 5 for 5 can or will be, or will we not know them until we go, oh, we didn't think of that?
Yeah, first of all, people confuse the 5 for 5, what's going through the Senate right now with Ted Cruz. Even though they're almost mirror images of each other, they're two different things. Obviously, one, the NCAA does not have an antitrust option right now, and that's what's hopefully that's what the ADs and some ADs want with the antitrust. So here's what I think. If you have 5 years of eligibility, and I did this on my podcast, I went through an Atlantic 10 men's basketball team that had their 26-27 roster already up. There were 17 players on the team. And I'm going to get the numbers wrong right now, but there were like 5 seniors, 4 sophomores, a handful of juniors, and like 2 freshmen. Well, if everyone gets a 5th year, not everyone's going to stay. But let's say 2 or 3 people leave. Well, where do you think they're going to fill those spots from? They're going to go to the portal and fill those spots from the portal.
Yeah.
And so where does that leave high school seniors? There's my opinion, there's going to be no room. because everyone's still, again, I bring up the Ted Cruz bill because in the Ted Cruz bill, there's a one-time transfer waiver. You can transfer one time without penalty. Nothing in this new NCAA legislation touches on transferring. So the portal's still the portal. So you can transfer many times without consequence. And I'm telling you right now, it's going to be harder and harder for high school seniors to get recruited. Now, the Power Fours, all the guys that represent the Southeast Conference, the Big Ten, the ACC, they're always going to get those high school kids because obviously they're going to be one and dones if they're really, really good. Like we had the NBA draft the other night. Most of those kids are gone. So that's my thing is everyone goes, oh, it's going to open things up. People are not going to transfer as much. And again, I said, you're confusing the two things from the Ted Cruz bill to the NCAA legislation. And I don't know. I think it's going to be tougher and tougher for high school kids.
Can we talk about the distinction between the Ted Cruz thing that the government's working on and what the NCAA is working on with the 5 for 5? Obviously, the Ted Cruz one carries a lot more weight. Government writes in that they're going to carve out an exemption in the antitrust laws for the NCAA. Outside of that, and I assume the government one is going to supersede anything that the NCAA does anyway. Is that fair to assume?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they're mirror images of each other.
Okay.
There's a handful. I mean, I haven't seen the bill. Obviously, I haven't seen the nuts and bolts of the bill, but they're going to try and reel in NIL, salary cap it. They're going to try and regulate what agents can make. So everything around NIL, that bill with Ted Cruz, they're going to try and rein in.
Okay.
But yeah, so, and that becomes law, becomes federal law if it passes. So therefore, I mean, you could sue anybody, but being able to sue, like someone suing the NCAA, right? Like right now, that bill, the NCAA bill or the NCAA legislation passed. There were already like 5 lawsuits by lunchtime yesterday. No, I'm not kidding. So if this becomes federal law, then those lawsuits almost become frivolous because it's they're not going to be able to win. So that's why a lot of people are hoping that the Ted Cruz bill passes. Now, there's some Southeast Conference ADs who and some Big Ten ADs who kind of don't like the salary cap version of it, and they've been vocal. But
safe to assume the big dogs are the ones that don't like the salary cap. Okay.
Yeah. So that's the real difference is the NIL stuff. But yeah, you're right. It's going to supersede anything. Basically, it's going to be the NCAA legislation, what it is now, with a few more teeth to it.
It's funny you bring up the salary cap portion of it because Jamie Pollard was on with us on Wednesday, and he made some Iowa fans mad because he's like, hey, he goes, here's Iowa State's problem, right? Is that as we make $39 million and everybody else makes $65 to $75 million a year, compound that's a gap that you'll never narrow. He goes, he pointed something out that Ross and I never thought about. He goes, Iowa just doesn't know it yet, but they're going to have the same problem when the big dogs in the Big Ten want to keep moving the needle, and you can't keep up with the Ohio States or the Michigans. I mean, you're going to create that even just because you're in the Big Ten or SEC doesn't mean you're going to be able to keep pace with those schools.
So, yes, and prepping for this interview, I read an article briefly about Louisville's athletic department. Now, I have some notes on my other screen here. Their reserves dropped to $34 million, from $34 million to $3.4 million. They took out a line of credit for $25 million in order to help pay for NIL stuff. They're in a hole. I think it was $30 million again, in addition from last year. And their AD and their president said, we can't afford to do this anymore.
Took them 2 years to figure that out.
So, yes, the Iowa State AD is absolutely correct. These schools some of these schools just can't afford to do this anymore. And the schools that don't have major college football, like the Big East men's basketball schools, they don't have to split the pie with any football teams. I mean, they're spending $13 million just on men's basketball. Like, think about that. Just on men's basketball.
Is it easier for them, Keith, to sustain that than it is these schools with football teams that have?
Yeah, you would think so, because I have my son and daughter who are in college. They have friends who play sports down in the ACC, and they talk about at North Carolina how when Bill Belichick came in, it's kind of public, so it's not even like I'm pulling the curtain off this. Yeah, he was complaining that all the money for the House settlement should go to football. And at the time, Hubert Davis was like, hold on a second. We have a pretty good basketball team here. We need that money. So you're talking about the separations between the Southeast, between the haves and the have-nots and the Power Fours. Well, they're fighting amongst themselves internally for the money. So, yeah, I do think it's more sustainable if you just are. I mean, think about it. If you have one big thing to feed as opposed to two, it's going to save you some money. But this year, $12 million for this one Big East school. $12 million they're spending on men's basketball. I was saying that leads me into, I was trying to think of like some things to really talk about with you guys today, but think about what Dusty May. He left. He just won a national championship, and I've heard several people on different podcasts on social media say it. He didn't leave because he didn't like college basketball. He doesn't have to recruit a whole brand new team right now, like a brand new team. He won the national championship. 3 of his guys go into the round 1 in the NBA draft. Well, now he has to legitimately construct a brand new team, 10 new guys. Now, and he's got to worry about raising money for NIL. He's got to deal with boosters. He has all that. And now he coaches an NBA game, doesn't have to worry about raising money, and just goes home. I know there's more to it, but think about it. It's harder. Before, the grind used to be harder as an NBA coach. Now, guys like Dusty May are like, I don't want to do any, I want nothing to do with college basketball anymore.
You ever wonder, and I blame Ross for this, because Ross, he was screaming from the top of his lungs about paying players.
I get blamed a lot. It's all right.
That, God, if 10 years ago we just would have let kids make money off their YouTube channel and let them do a commercial, that we wouldn't be in, because it was the formation of collectives that really started this windfall. If they would have just said, oh, if you want to have a YouTube channel, you can make money off that. Who cares?
Well, the cat would have been out of the bag. I mean, just like anything, you give an inch, and then the next thing you know, in a couple of years, it's going to be a couple of yards. So, yeah, I mean, I always felt the student athletes needed to make something. I remember walking into Villanova's bookstore years ago before all this, before the pandemic, and they had jerseys of the men's basketball players on sale. Now, they didn't have their names on the back, but they had their number.
Used to be a big thing, Keith.
Yeah, and they never got compensated for that. And I always felt, I'm like, that's unfair. Like that kid's busting his tail, playing, going to games, working out and all that. And they're selling, I mean, racks of jerseys, and they never got anything for it. So I do believe that they should be compensated, but it's really gotten out of hand right now. It's crazy.
So I want to dive in on that a little bit, because you think where we are right now was basically inevitable. If the NCAA years ago would have said, we're going to give a little, we'll give you your jersey sales, we'll give you you can do your camps, you can have your YouTube channels. You think that, and you are right, human nature is give an inch, take a mile. You think if they would have done that in 2005, it just would have sped this process up? Yeah. We probably would have. Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, I do. I mean, just think about it. You start a job making X amount of money, and just look at Major League Baseball. They're about to probably go on strike next year. They're making a lot of money. They want more money. Well, and the owners don't want to give more money. So yeah, I do think it would escalate eventually to where we are today.
I shared a video of yours yesterday. I don't know if you saw that. I shared it on social media, but it was the 5 for 5 ruling. I learned something in your video in that I assumed this was all encompassing. So the 5 for 5 is only for Division 1. You're a Division 3 athletic director. It does not translate to Division 2 or Division 3 yet, correct?
Yes. Yeah. And I knew something was up because this past January at the NCAA convention, which I'm going to get into in a little bit, Division 2 had it as their primary legislative item on the docket. And then halfway through the convention, they pulled it. Division 2 last January had 5 years of eligibility on their agenda, and they pulled it. Someone had to have told, like the leadership had to have said, listen, this is going to come down the road. Just wait for a second.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I do think, because you can't have, because the amount of DMs that I'm getting, social media, emails, people who find my business email or even my work email, they Google me and they find my work email. And then they're asking me if my son or daughter plays 4 years at Division 2 or 3 and they go to a Division 1 school, they get another year of eligibility. Well, the simple answer is yes, because, not knowing their circumstance, it has to trickle down to Division 2 and 3. We're going to have to pass it because it's going to be operating under totally different rules. It just gets so convoluted, especially for compliance officers, not knowing how many years you have left or whatever. And it would help. It would come back to us where all the red shirts are eliminated. You get hurt. Unfortunately, you don't get your year back. The exemptions, the 3 exemptions are still there, military, pregnancy, stuff like that, religious mission. So I do think it has to come to Division 2 and 3. If not, it's just going to be an absolute mess.
So you do a lot of consulting with parents and athletes on recruiting, and especially for that Division 2, Division 3 level. The way it is now, what do you see happening? Do you see prep schools becoming more popular, especially for the basketball? Or do you think JUCOs will have a boom because you can go play 2 years, then get 3 years of eligibility?
I don't think the prep school stuff's going to go away because in the legislation as it reads now, you could still be 19 years old and still not lose a year of eligibility in the 5-year window. So as long as you don't turn 20, your prep school year, you're fine. But I do agree with you. I do think the junior colleges are going to see, because think about what we just talked about 10 minutes ago. Roster spots are going to be so tight at the Division 1 level, you have to go somewhere. And I think junior colleges and Division 2 and 3s are going to see a little bit more of those kids trickling down and then leveling up in a year or two. So, yeah, I do think junior colleges, especially the ones that emphasize sports and are always elevating kids to Division 1. Yeah, I think you're going to see junior college might be the new sexy level to go to because of all this.
It's been that's an interesting
that's interesting.
Yeah. So now let's go back to what you mentioned. This all relates. All of this ties together about you had your Big Ten, you had the Iowa State AD on talking about, can we afford to do this? Southeast Conference AD saying this Ted Cruz bill might not be what we're looking for. So I'm not letting the cat out of the bag either. Something quietly happened a couple weeks ago that we got emails from the NCAA. For 100 years, the NCAA convention operated where, they didn't have divisions back then, but divisions 1, 2, and 3 would all come to one convention. Now, we'd break up and have our own separate legislation, but we'd agree on the overall legislation. Division 1 schools now, according to the memo, are no longer attending the NCAA convention. They don't do whatever you want, basically, they said. They're going to operate and do all their things and make all their legislation on their own. You tell me, read between the lines on that. What do you think? Like, there's been talk the SEC breaking away, the Big Ten breaking away. I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. But by the Division 1 schools, it's probably was driven by the Power 4. They are no longer participating in the NCAA convention. They're going to do whatever they want to do, basically. Like, you tell me, what do you read into that?
I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with you, but I don't know if I disagree with it because I never liked that it was all on. I understood the one umbrella, but as it got so big, what you deal with at your school is completely different than what everybody else deals with at the Division I level. So
100%.
it kind of makes sense to me. I mean, do you support it?
Yeah, it's not like we saw those people anyway, because even though we had the convention, we all were in different parts of it might have been 2 different hotels, but we did come together.
Same city.
Yeah.
Somebody got the Marriott, you got the Motel 6.
Nah. Well, we got JW. We're in JW.
Okay.
So no, I don't disagree with you because they are different. They are dealing with a whole different set of issues. Even though we all have student athletes. I mean, our student athletes their needs are a little different than, what Division I's are going through right now. And it's funny. We always talk about student athletes and the welfare and their student athletes first. Let me ask you this. Have we talked about graduation rates at the Division I level? When's the last time we talked about graduation rates?
Ross so you should watch us during the week because he's been pounding this for a month, really 2 months.
Just things like, when was the last time we heard about a kid being academically ineligible? At Iowa, there's a community college not far from Iowa called Kirkwood. It's got a great history of who the Kirkwood name comes from and all that. But for a year, when I was growing up, it was known as like, oh, the kids that aren't ready, that academically aren't ready to play at Iowa, they're going to go to Kirkwood and then get ready and then go play. Or they do their classes at Kirkwood while they live on campus or whatever. It was a well-known thing that academics were a big part of it. And if you didn't meet that standard, you weren't going to be able to play. We haven't heard that in a decade.
Well, Division I used to have to operate. They had a thing called APR. I forget what the acronym was. And they had to achieve a certain percentage of graduation rates in order to maintain eligibility at the Division I level. We haven't heard of APR since the pandemic, if not before the pandemic, since all this is starting to snowball. So I heard Bruce Pearl say it the other day. He goes, when's the last time we talked about actually kids how many of these kids are actually graduating? Now, I'm sure if you
actually graduating and graduating with knowledge in their brain is two separate things as well. Right?
I don't think they're doing. I just maybe the non-big time revenue sports, field hockey, soccer's, they're graduating. And I mean, I know because I see it right now with the 6 Division I schools in the city of Philadelphia. But now I just think it's. What are we doing when we're talking to their student athletes and no one's graduating?
Whatever happened on and I know COVID kind of ruined this when people said, well, you don't need to take the ACT to go to school. So does your institution require the ACT now? Because it used to have a 17 to get in to be eligible?
Well, on the East Coast, it's more the SAT.
Okay, sorry. Okay.
Yeah, it's more the SAT. And there's still a lot of schools that are test optional. And it all depends on what major. So at my university, we're a small Catholic school right outside of the city, but we're a huge science school. So we have 2 unbelievably big science buildings that we have nursing, allied health majors, occupational therapy, pre-med. So for those majors, you have to submit your test scores. But for other majors and other universities, you don't. Most of them, you still don't. But yeah, who's graduating right now? That we said, some of the schools who really couldn't compete on the field would pump their chest. My graduation rate, is 100%. Now you can't really talk about that.
All right, but you asked us earlier what we look when we hear that the Division I is breaking away. We read between the lines. I read between the lines. I see a couple different things. Number one is that model of them having some sort of super conference, or the Big Ten and the SEC breaking away. This is just Division I kind of doing that in their own way. The other thing that there's a part of me with Travis that I always loved that the Supreme Court came down and said, you guys are competing entities. You're not supposed to be collaborating with each other on how to price fix your incoming talent. You're supposed to compete with each other on how to get these guys.
Yeah, I don't see him, because the whole model's based upon NCAA and college sports. So if they break away, they essentially become the USFL.
Yeah.
I mean, am I right?
No, you're exactly right.
And then does that allure, does that product still hold the same as, like, we still want to keep it in our heads that these are college athletes and this is college football. They break away and it becomes a whole different game. I mean, that's just my opinion. I just think it changes things. What's that?
Aren't we there? I mean, Carson Beck admits he doesn't go to college. You got a kid that admitted he bet on the games that we were literally days away from being a starting quarterback of a
wait, you can't do that?
You can't. Now, but today you can't.
Well, yeah, I don't know what the future of college athletics at that level will look like in 10 years. I just know at Division 2 and 3, which I believe is the purest level. Division 3 is the purest level of athletics. I think that's going to sustain itself forever. I really do. I don't know at the Power 4 level. And we talked about this before. Let's even rehash. There's some schools, Division 1, 2, or 3, that won't be here in 5 to 10 years because they're going to close. Because again, we see Division 1 programs dropping down to Division 3 because they can't afford it. Like University of Louisville came out and said, we just can't afford to keep doing this. But somehow they're doing it. They're taking out lines of credit to pay players. Now, I'm sure there's probably more to it than that, but that's, those are the headlines right now. I don't know. I think we are at a crossroads. Now, Ted Cruz bill is going to take some time because even though it passed, his committee, it still has to go to the Senate floor, which still has to be passed by the House. And as long as obviously Donald Trump's president, he's going to sign it. But if someone new comes in, he might not sign it, or she might not sign it.
Remember the old Schoolhouse Rock song, Travis? I'm just a bill.
Yeah.
On Capitol Hill.
There's so much going on right now that people external from the day-to-day of it have no idea what's going on. I have friends at Division 1 schools who are trying to raise money year to year for NIL, and they're scraping nickels. They're opening up the seat cushion looking for loose change. That's how much, and these are mid-level Division 1 schools. They can't afford to do it.
The good thing is you get to sleep easy at night. You're like, I'm at Division 3. This is
I really want to we're out of time, man. It evaporates so quick when you're on with us, Keith. I really want to have a discussion with you sometime about this other idea that I've had around paying players for 10 years. I've also been saying we don't understand. We focus so much on this 1% of the football and basketball of the Division 1 schools. We have Grandview University and Drake University here in town that have thriving universities and thriving athletic departments and $0 in television contracts. Drake obviously is a totally different beast. But I mean, I'm familiar with the NAIA level where athletic departments are essential to the health of a university, and it has nothing to do with the dollars that the players are making or the coaches are making or the television revenue.
Yeah. 100. I'll be glad to have that discussion.
All right, let's do that.
Well,
thanks a lot, Keith.
You know what we're going to do next time, though, Keith? We're going to plan for an hour. I mean, we're going to have to.
That's all right. We'd love to do that. If you have
an hour sometime, maybe in July, we can we can make that happen.
Absolutely.
You're one of the best.
You said July, and my brain is like, oh, that's like 3 months from now. Why would
a couple days away?
And by the way, we have a lot of people who listen. They have students who want to be student athletes and college athletes. If you want to navigate the recruiting process, know more, find Keith. It's keithmondillo.com. He's got books. He's a lot smarter than Ross and I, and he can help you out.
I appreciate that. It's starting this, it's really been rewarding trying to help families navigate this process. It's, I really enjoy doing it. I enjoy being a college AD, and I still coach, but, helping families out. What's extraordinary to others is elementary to you, and that's why I do this.
Well, you've got the kindest delivery and conversation style of any person from Philadelphia we've ever met, besides Chris Connolly.
Yeah, Chris Connolly, who runs the Casey Center here in Des Moines. So
tell Chris I said hi. Philadelphia is the biggest small town in America. I'm sure we have mutual friends.
I bet you do.
I bet you do.
Keith, have a great 4th of July. Let's catch up. We'll do an hour in July.
Awesome. Take care, gentlemen. Thanks,
Thank you. Keith Mandillo joining us on the Rush Radio Show. Again, we could go forever. We could go for freaking.
We got Kluver coming up. We haven't had Kluver on for a week.
I know. Where's Kluver been?
2 weeks it's been. Well, he's had stuff. He had stuff.
Hey, quick reminder that the Rush Freedom Feast giveaway is going on. It's presented by the Iowa Fireworks Farm. Your chance to win an $800 Mob Stars pack from the Iowa Fireworks Farm. You could also win a Weber Kettle Grill from Ace Hardware in Johnson and Ankeny and a $100 barbecue bundle box from the Des Moines Bacon Company. You can register at therushladio.com. Click the promo tab and click Freedom Feast. It's all presented by the Iowa Fireworks Farm, who also is giving away, are you ready for this? Weekly $50 gift certificates to the Iowa Fireworks Farm. And we got a winner this week, Ross.
I love it.
This is David. David.
Oh, yeah.
David. Now, here's how David got at my heartstrings.
Okay.
He goes, here he is last Saturday, getting ready to cook on the Blackstone. He knows he has a drink in his hand, right? He goes,
yes.
And yes, the liquor and the mix from the liquor is from Central City Liquors. So he took the patriotic photo theme, tied in an advertiser, and I'm like, that's a winner right there.
Well, I thought what you were going to say. I thought, isn't David also our listener who told us at the end of the show the other day that he needed prayers for was asking for prayers for his mom? I thought maybe
I believe so, yeah.
So, man, good luck to you, David. Hope everything's going well with that. That's a fantastic photo. That's how you do it, folks, right there.
Yes. And if you have a photo that's patriotic, we got one more $50 gift certificate to give away. Email it to me at Travis at therushladio.com. Tyler Kluver joining us next on the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
Game on, keep your edge with Body Armor Sports Drink. Bold flavors, electrolytes, and hydration that goes the distance. Grab Body Armor before the grind, during the game, and after the win. Body Armor Sports Drink. Hydration that's real and better for you. Pick up Body Armor Sports Drink on your next grocery store run or convenience store trip.
With the Iowa Lottery's new Millionaire for Life game, you could win $1 million a year for life. That could make you a My Dream Job is No Job millionaire. A front row tickets to every show millionaire. A hire a personal glam squad for you and your bestie millionaire.
Yep, a little further.
Or just to never run out of your favorite pickles millionaire. With Millionaire for Life from the Iowa Lottery,
And these.
you can change your life for life. Play today.
Hi, I'm John Linares with Willis Lexus, and we're kicking off the summer with an all-new, brand-new, from-the-ground-up, redesigned ES350 in stock. Come check it out. And we have some additional June specials, up to $6,000 off on RZ or 0%, and we have 3.75 for 48 months across the board. See your sales consultant for more details. I invite you to stop in and experience amazing, or visit us online at willislexus.com.
So I think what's unique about Urology Center of Iowa is that we are a truly independent, single specialty clinic.
We have a mantra that the patient comes first, the group comes second, and we as individual surgeons come last.
When I meet with a patient for the first time, I want them to feel heard. I never want them to feel like I'm in a rush.
Just watching the change that you can make in a patient's life, it's everything.
Schedule an appointment at iowauro.com.
Fresh, wild walleyes. This summer, point your compass north to Ballard's Resort on Lake of the Woods. Ballard's Lake of the Woods long-standing family resort offers a pole-in-hand guided fishing experience along with all-inclusive packages that include lodging and meals. Chase 10-pound trophies with the walleye capital of the world's most established fleet. Your adventure for fresh, wild walleyes awaits at Ballard's Resort. Set the hook at ballardsresort.com.
Hi, it's Noel. At Fiscus Jewelers, we're honored by the fact that our customers continue to come back on purpose, and that trust means everything to us. For years, we've been privileged to be a part of life's most meaningful moments, and we never take that responsibility lightly. We proudly offer the largest inventory in Ankeny, cutting-edge custom designs, including free CAD drawings, and a team that takes the time to get it right. Thank you for choosing us year after year. Fiscus Jewelers, your jeweler for life.
Hi, I'm Tom, owner of Central City Liquors. Our customers love us because we offer a large selection at an affordable price. And to keep costs low for you, we don't splurge on fancy promotions and expensive equipment. This commercial is being shot on a phone taped to a stick. Anyway, we are proud to announce our new rewards program that allows customers to save more the more they buy. So don't spend more to pay for fancy commercials. Save at Central City, where we know what's important. I told you we should have used duct tape.
Here at Willis Infinity, we have some exciting new things going on, starting with the all-new QX65. We currently have 2 on the ground and more on their way. On top of that, we have all-new 2027 QX60s with rates as low as 2.9% out to 60 months or $3,500 in retail cash. Also, select models, you can lease it for $899 with just $899 due at signing. And finally, for our flagship, we have 0% out to 60 months on the all-new 2026 QX80 or up to $10,000 in retail cash. For more information on these exciting new models and more, visit us online at willisinfinity.com or stop by our showroom.
The Rush, presented by Willis Automotive, returns now with fresh sports takes and at least one unnecessary rant.
Hey, folks, if you're looking for new floors, we got the place for you to go. It's Iowa Floor Coverings. Refresh your home with floors you'll love. Iowa Floor Covering offers beautiful hardwood, waterproof luxury vinyl, carpet, and tile for every room. Stop by their Bondurant showroom or go to iowafloorcovering.com for a free quote. And when you go there, they're great dudes up there at Iowa Floor Covering. Go, hey, we heard about you on the Rush Radio Show. Let them know that you heard about them on the Rush. Also, the weekly Whoo-Hoo from the Iowa Lottery is going on right now. Your chance to pick up $90 for now prize pack from the Iowa Lottery. Lewis wrote in, and he goes, hey, guys, I'm an electrician. Thank you so much for being part of the trades. I can't listen live every day, but I make sure to check the show every single day on the replay. Love the show. My woo-hoo is I've got a 3-month-old, and I got to celebrate my first Father's Day last weekend, and my wife made it a great weekend. And you know what? There's nothing better than being a dad. Nothing better than being a dad. And we're going to bring in another dad.
The pinnacle of the human existence. It's my
That's right.
It's one of my favorite terms, man. That being a parent is it's all the things. Kluve knows it. We've seen him at the extremes of all three of the emotional triangles. He's been happy, he's been sad, he's been angry.
I thought you were talking about me as the pinnacle of human existence, so
love your attitude.
There's that
dude.
narcissism.
I love it so much.
Trying
Have you
to
been
get
watching the
How
show
you
today?
recovering?
You've got some big shoot. I mean, we've had some good interviews today, man. You bring your A game.
Oh, geez.
No, I haven't.
Oh, wow. And I thought that you. Okay. Well, how do we how do we disconnect that, Travis? How do we get him a their button that?
You just shut me down.
You're fine, buddy. How are you feeling?
Man, I went through. I don't know what hit me. Of course, came at a really opportune time when I'm trying to train for this competition. But for like 3 weeks, man, I think I first it first hit me 4 weeks ago when I was here on the show, and I couldn't breathe. Like I could not breathe. I had some respiratory thing. I almost went to the ER in the middle of the night when it first hit because I couldn't breathe. And it knocked me out for like a good 2.5 weeks. Didn't do any exercise. Could not exercise for
that's your
5 or 6 days. Yeah. So in the middle, 7 weeks out from my competition, of which I've put the last 6 months into, I went through all stages of grief on my goals for the competition. I was like, at one point I was like, I don't even know if this continues. I don't think I'll have to pull out. Like I won't be able to go and do it because but we're good. We're good.
Are you good? You're still gonna go compete?
Oh yeah, we're
dude,
back.
I thought this would be enough to knock you out.
No.
All right. Well, good for you, man. Good. That I can now. There's this little spark there in you. That's good to hear.
There's some spark because this week I was
it some sort of lung thing or
yeah. It was a cough and it was
It's all the pesticides on the grass that you're mowing.
All the nitrates in the water you're drinking. Did you? I bet you've had 1,000 things go through your head on what.
I have no idea. It's probably just my kids. It's probably just germs for my kids. And it is what it is.
We're talking about how great it is to be a parent. Isn't it the greatest
And
thing
your
ever?
immune system blows if it came from your kids.
I guess. I mean, generally, I have a pretty good immune system, but I don't know what it was.
Listen, don't let Travis give you shit about that, dude. I'm always like a couple days behind my kids. My kids get sick, and you're like, okay, it's all right. And you nurse them back to health, and like 2-3 days later, you look in the mirror, and you're like, what's wrong with me?
Yeah, you're constantly playing the game. If you have little kids at the house, you're like, okay.
Travis never saw his kids when they were little. Don't let him give you shit, Clover. He was
I know.
never around.
No, I know. You're like, which one of us can survive this? Because someone has to be productive around the house. But no, this week, finally, Monday, Tuesday-ish, I was able to run through a couple of the events that have been announced, and I've been pleased with where I'm at.
All right, good. Yeah. When's your competition now? Month out?
Yeah, 4 weeks from right now, there's a chance literally to the minute that I will be probably in a pool doing event number 1.
Well, we want Wi-Fi connected GoPro so we can talk to you as you're swimming.
That'd be cool.
I was going to say, plan on joining the show.
I did think about at a lot of these because they're not, there's no ESPN streaming deal for this competition in Kansas City for schmucks like me. A lot of guys will just like take their phone and a tripod and just set it up and like Instagram or Facebook Live the event for like their friends and family that can't come or are interested. So I thought about doing that, but I don't know how many people want to see me in a pool.
We'll bring up the feed live because I have the capability of like, I could bring up the.
I don't know. It probably won't be this early. It won't be. It would start probably right after your guys' show ends, but it would be funny. I put in a lot of work for this. It's one of those things where I think everybody in their life has, something that they're into, that the outside world to them, even people who are close to them, are like they have no idea how much they've actually put into something, and this is one of those things. I've been training I've probably trained over the last 5 months more than on like average daily time put into this thing than I ever did at Iowa.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Summers in Iowa came close, but I've been doing, so this is like.
Listen, it probably not what you were expecting from me because I'm not the guy that normally hands out health advice, and I'm definitely not a doctor, but
I drink mushroom coffee.
You haven't listened to the show today, so I did want to tell you, if you need something to help you get over the edge, okay?
How about that?
I've got some mushroom coffee.
Okay.
That I have enjoyed. Travis is making fun of me and thinks it tastes like
He
dog
has not
shit.
enjoyed it.
I
He's
have
told me
enjoyed
off the air that it tastes like poop, and he's just tried.
But I like it. It's growing on me.
What's the why? What's the motivation for?
What do you mean? What's the motivation? I want to be like
because his girlfriend bought it for him, and he wants to make her feel good.
Okay, good.
What we do for love. What we do for love.
That's all you need.
She bought it for me for my gut health.
If you would not have gotten that, Ross, gifted to you, and you saw that sitting on the store shelf, you would have walked right by it.
The true story. Every time I saw the ads, I was like, I think I should probably get that mushroom tea. I like mushrooms. I like the taste of mushrooms.
Do you have bad gut health? Is that a real problem?
I'm a pretty farty guy, I think is the technical term. I think the way the doctors say it is I'm farty.
Okay. I don't know.
Courtney's sick of the Dutch ovens.
Oh, God.
I think that's what we're dealing with here. I think she's like, you're a pretty decent fella outside of the farting.
Well, hey, if it helps, whatever helps.
Hey, and all I can do is apologize.
The most talked about sports story yesterday was Caitlin Clark. We started yesterday. We had Stephanie White's thing, but Ross, it took on a different. I knew it was going to be a big story. Everybody talked about this yesterday. They finally came down last night. They suspended Alyssa Thomas for a game. They upgraded the foul from a non-foul to a flagrant 2. It went from nothing to a flagrant 2. You couldn't get touched as a long snapper, so you never got a throat to the larynx, did you?
That was what the letter of the law said we couldn't get touched. You can go back and watch. I got touched a lot. Felt like I was inappropriately touched a lot.
Inappropriately
by larger men that were stronger than me. I was inappropriately touched. I was manhandled, thrown around. No, I did not consent to any of it. And
in fact, I did my best to stop them from doing it.
Whole job was to avoid it, actually, and didn't do a good job of it. So, yeah, I got touched quite a bit. No flagrants, though. They didn't go back and upgrade any.
Oh, God.
In fact, the Michigan game that we won in 2016, the big Keith Duncan kick at the last second, there was a roughing the snapper penalty against us on their snapper. And the next time that I was on the field, I got assaulted. And I looked at the ref like, dude, what the fuck are you looking at? Are we in the same game right now? And he's like, clear, all clear. I'm like, okay, cool. All good. All good. Clue was an offensive threat. Someone says, you're right. You're right. Never
They were
dropped the ball.
they were looking to blow you up when you went into your pass pattern, says Bus.
So the fact that you could never technically get touched, did you have to do contact drills in practice or anything like that? Or were you like, don't touch the cloove?
I mean, I did. It's still one of the best stories. At least personally, it won't sound fun to anybody else, but like there was a time in 2014, maybe 2015 spring ball where Doyle was walking by. I mean, the amount of downtime the specialists had from the time I started to the time I ended significantly decreased. They just got sick and tired of looking at us just on a knee on the sideline all of practice. And Doyle walked by one day. We're sitting there watching like the linebackers, and it just pissed him off that we weren't doing anything. So he decided, you know what? You guys are going to do all the individual defensive drills. You're in. The snappers, you're in, And from there on out for the rest of my career, and I think they still do it, like they do a full-on tackle circuit, and they're a part of multiple drills that they did not used to be. So yeah, I was, right up against Josie Jewell, Josie, Ben Neiman, putting their face mask right in my chest. So I was used to contact, and it did help. Like it did help. It was good to get that experience in practice during the week because, I mean, like you said, like when I picked my head up off a punt snap in the game against Ohio State, there's some 4-star, 5-star young backup linebacker who's 6'4", 240 and runs way faster than I do, who I am now tasked to avoid, to go down and try and tackle his returner. And so it was good. It was good stuff. I think Caitlin still gets beat up more than I do, though. Fun fact, because of all the Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, like identity politics shit that's gone on with the WNBA, about a year ago on social media, I had to mute every word that was involved with that situation because I was like, I don't want this on my feed anymore. So Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, WNBA, every word you can think of. So I get none of that. I had to search Caitlin's name yesterday because I heard about it or saw it on Instagram or something to see what happened, because none of that comes up on my feed anymore because I'm just like, I don't want to see it. I can't.
I bet your feed is just full of CrossFit.
I'll send you a screenshot of my For You Instagram page, Travis. You'll really enjoy it.
Is it just like different workouts? Is it people doing?
I'll send a screenshot, Ross and Travis, to both of you guys.
Mine's like fishing.
Uh-huh.
You know, when I pull mine up, most of my stuff is like, I'm trying to think what else would be on the Travis, we don't want to know yours. We don't want to know yours. Okay. Keep that to yourself.
I will. I can. Hey, did you happen to see our interview with Beth Getz this week? And if you did,
no, I did see that you guys were having a little like somehow somehow all of the ADs agreed to come on your show.
It was amazing. Travis
wow.
conned all of them. A lot of stand-up comedy. Mine's fishing and stand-up comedy are the two things I get a lot of on there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
why
Travis
do you say, why do you say convinced him or conned him?
I'm because
no, but McCluva seems kind of surprised by this.
And
they did a full hour.
That's what I'm surprised about.
That's right.
You got all of them to agree in the same like general week time span to do a full hour in the morning on your show.
Cut them checks, baby. That's how you do it.
NIL.
Fund those athletic departments. No, we didn't pay him any money to join us. Just so everybody knows, we didn't pay him. We just asked him.
I asked.
Here's what. True story. Here's what helped, Cleveland. I'll just say it. Travis's personal relationship, with Jamie Pollard and with Brian Harden is what helped us line that up. Because
I'm not surprised at all. You guys have a reputation that you've built and have been in this for a long time. Like you guys have, it's not surprising to me that you got them on the show.
It kind of surprised me. It really did. And one of them, and we didn't ever say like, but what we did, I think that it took, and I'll say it. I think it took Megan Franklin a little while she wasn't as familiar with us. She didn't know who we were or what we were up to.
Is that the you and I one?
Yeah, that was the last one. I was getting worried. And I'm like, and finally I wrote, I said, hey, she's going to be the only one that doesn't do this. And I don't know if that's a good look or not.
I actually caught some of that one. That's the only one that I caught.
They were all fantastic.
Yeah, they were
fantastic. Hers was really good, dude. She was at Virginia Tech when they had the shooting thing, and that was, she's been through hell. So that was, but Brian Harden's our relationship with Brian Harden, he was like, hey, I'll let her know you guys are harmless.
There you go.
In a way, and I mean, I'm paraphrasing, but that's essentially how
here's the problem in a situation on the walk-ons. If we tried to get somebody and we're looking for someone to be like, hey, they're harmless. We have no one to be like, yeah, they're legit. It's a clean show, good show, clean show. They're harmless. Like no,
we've got no legitimizers.
Yeah, what do you think about the walk-ons? Well,
I mean. What do you want to know? What do you think about the walk-ons? Is always the answer.
Debatable. Not a lot of great stuff to say. Some okay stuff. Yeah. No, I tried to get Beth last year, and what's his name? Matt.
Yeah.
Matt was like, yeah, we'll get back to you. All right, Matt. Cool. I know Matt. It's like, buddy, just tell me you don't want her on our show. I mean. I don't think that was it.
We were lucky to get him, and it way lived up to the expectation. Even Brian and Jamie, who we talk to often, quite frankly. I mean, Brian more than Jamie. I felt like we even got more out of them having that hour because we like to BS. We like to chase some squirrels, and man, when you unravel and keep chasing, that's when you get the really, really good stuff.
Yeah, you got to have an hour if you want a real interview. You can't. Everything else is just like it feels like press conferencey,
right?
Post game,
surface level. Yeah,
you know, if it's even 30 minutes, people are like, okay, I can coach speak my way through this one. I can
especially the way Travis and I do it because we're going to ask about your day and your life and your family and you know what I mean stuff. So
I mean, Jamie Pollard, and it's still of all the four. I mean, I still love his retirement story. How he has this peer group where it's not a Bible study. It's not this. It's we get together. We talk about investments, Medicaid, all the. I'm like, that's genius.
It's really smart.
Yeah.
All the things that all of us are going to have to go through that are afraid to talk about, that don't know what we're doing. There's 1,000 people that tell you they know it. That's I'm with you, Travis. That one was, and I also liked when I asked him about the conversation with the Big 12. I thought he would bring up I was asking about Hunter Deckers, but he went to Bubu Paulo. And that was really insightful stuff as well. Beth Getz was fantastic.
Beth is great.
We just had Keith Mandillo on, and we were talking about the 5 for 5. Now, as a former college student athlete, what do you think of this 5 for 5? No red shirt, no waivers, no medical red shirt. You got 5 years to go.
Yeah, it's weird because it's like you set it's like, okay, it was at some point it was 4, now it's 5, right? Like Why at some point wouldn't it be, in my mind, is like, okay, why wouldn't it be 6 then in 20 years? You know, like I don't know where it stops, but I think it does. We've been asking them to do something, right? We got to control this somehow, some way. We need some. Does the NCAA have any teeth at all?
Right. There's got to be some guidelines.
This
parameters.
is something, right? And I do think it. I think it helps a lot. You're not going to see 26-year-old. You know, that's maybe not as much of a thing in football, but like it's started to become one. Football and basketball, you got these old, like you got 18-year-old kids coming in, and people are wondering, hey, why can't we compete? Why isn't this guy as good as we thought he was? He's playing against men who played professionally already, and now they're somehow back in college. You know, so it's like one of those things where it's like I think it's a good thing. There are going to be very, very few, but some cases where it's like, oh, that guy or that girl deserves probably another extra year. There's going to be those who, you know, there's kids, guys, girls who get hurt 3 years in a row, and they get 3 years stripped from them because they got, you know, an ACL, and a shoulder. But it, you know, nothing's ever perfect. And I think this is net a more positive thing than it is negative.
Agreed.
It's not going to fix all the issues. NIL and the transfer portal and all that are still a thing, but as far as waivers on 10th years and stuff like that, this is a good step in that direction, at least.
I found it interesting. Keith said there were 5 lawsuits filed yesterday already.
Before noon.
Before noon.
Yeah, I've been trying to get that cash, right? Trying to get that money.
Get that money, baby. My best friends call me Cash.
I'm trying to get that money too. I got 5 years. So this, you know, I don't feel personally affected by this.
I'm holding off, man. I got all 5 years of eligibility. When I went to DMAC, I redshirted those 3 weeks I was there. So
those 3 weeks.
That's how long he lasted. He's proud of it too. Look at the man he's become.
That's what. Yeah, I mean,
he's got his own show.
It is what it is.
Drinks mushroom coffee. He's living the life of the 1%.
Those DMAC dropouts correlation high with the mushroom coffee. Yeah.
What's the weirdest supplement you take? What's the weirdest supplement you take?
During this prep for the first time ever for the competition, I'm trying to do everything I can that's legal. I considered illegal things as well. But there's two supplements. One's called Tongkat Ali, and the other one's called I don't even know what I'm taking. They're supposed to increase testosterone. No idea if it's working or not.
We had Dr. Dornbeer on from Urology Center of Iowa.
Yeah, I can't get exogenous testosterone legally.
Okay. All right. If you got crooked penis, though, sure. Doc can help you out with that as well.
Good on that for now.
Okay.
For now.
That might help me in the pool, though. Rudder. I could have a rudder.
All right, buddy. Have a good weekend. We'll talk to you next week.
See you, boys.
Tyler Kluver joining us. He's got a rudder.
Today was a fun show, man. Up and down. This is a really fun show.
Everybody
a fun way
have
to end the week.
Great weekend. Celebrate it. It is the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive. Bye-bye, everybody.
Start spreading the news, 'cause it's time to buy booze, and there's only one place to be. You can see all your friends, the good times never end, unless you're just loitering. It's Central City. We can make your dreams come true. No guarantee your dreams will come true. Central City. All this booze is waiting for you. Look at all this booze.
Hi, Noel from Fiscus Jewelers. Thinking about popping the question? Take their breath away with a diamond you can trust. Rare and forever natural diamonds. Thoughtfully selected and pre-screened using advanced technology. If you don't see exactly what you're looking for, we'll custom design it together. Our experienced team is here to help you create something truly meaningful. And let's not forget about the guys. We proudly offer the largest selection of men's wedding bands around. Fiscus Jewelers, your jeweler for life.
Hey everybody, Mason Miller, sales manager out here at Mini of Des Moines, and this summer we already have some hot offers. It is convertible season, and right now you can get a Mini Cooper S convertible with rates as low as 2.99 out to 48 months. If you're hoping for more family fun in the sun, you can get an all-new Mini Countryman, rates as low as 0.9 out to 48 months. And current Mini owners, you get up to $2,000, and if you haven't had a Mini yet, you can get up to $1,500 on top of that great rate. For more information on these exciting offers and more, visit your favorite Mini motoring advisor or us online at miniofdesmoines.com.
With the Iowa Lottery's new Millionaire for Life game, you could win $1 million a year for life. That could make you a My Dream Job is No Job millionaire, a front row tickets to every show millionaire, a hire a personal glam squad for you and your bestie millionaire.
Yep, a little further.
Or just to never run out of your favorite pickles millionaire. With Millionaire for Life from the Iowa Lottery,
And these.
you can change your life for life. Play today.
Your edge with Body Armor Sports Drink. Bold flavors, electrolytes, and hydration that goes the distance. Grab Body Armor before the grind, during the game, and after the win. Body Armor Sports Drink. Hydration that's real and better for you. Pick up Body Armor Sports Drink on your next grocery store run or convenience store trip.
Coming up now, Travis, Ross, and at least one opinion that will get somebody mad online.